Good morning, I'm Zoe, and welcome to Sunday Live Dharma. Today, our longtime temple friend and practitioner, Paula Sims, Wan Shim Jin, will share her Dharma talk, Bowing to Wild Turkeys. Now please stand up to join our Qi Gong practice led by Reverend Sean.
Good morning. Let's do some nice, gentle, warming up Qi Gong. Let's put your feet shoulder width apart and shake whole your body. You may bend your knees a little bit. Move your head to your side and to the other side. Head to the front and back to the center. And let's shake a little harder. Okay, slowly stop. Let's breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Let's rotate our wrist and ankles at the same time. The other side, other direction. And change foot. To the other direction. Now let's rotate our knees. To the other direction. Let's come up, let's put our hands on the waist and turn our waist. To the other direction. It's really nice to have you all here in the brightest 10 a.m. in November. And stop. Let's rotate our shoulders slowly backward. To the opposite direction. Let's move our head to our side. to other side. Stretch your neck and shoulder. Head to the center. Chin up high. And chin down to your chest. And rotate your head slowly. To the other direction. And breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Let's grasp our wrist, one wrist, and pull it down and stretch your side. Back to center. Change hands and pull it down and stretch your side. Back to center and place your palms, stretch your palms to the side. Feet a little apart. Let's lean to one side. Make your legs stretched. One leg is stretched out. Your upper body stays straight. And to the other side. Make sure you got wide foot apart distance. To the center. Let's put our palms together, facing to one side, and lean forward. Make your hands pointing, stretch to up. Hands back to the center, facing the other way. Lean forward, stretch your hands upward. Hands to the center, facing forward. Breathe in, out. Breathe in and out. And let's do some and feel the vibration. Let's wake up your bodies. Breathe in, hands goes up, and say ah. This time all. Breathe in. This time This time at the same time. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Out. One more time. Breathe in. And out. Thank you. You may be seated. And we stand up. Let's practice 4 bow meditation.
With gratitude, I bow to the grace of heaven and earth, honoring the infinite source of marvelous existence. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of parents, ancestors, and everyone who has given me life and nurtured me. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of fellow beings, embracing the truth of interconnectedness. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of laws, which guide us to develop justice and freedom through Dharma and universal principles. Meditation is simple and easy. Anyone can practice it. Please take time to find your most comfortable position on the floor or in a chair. Wiggle to release any tension in your body, rock front to back or side to side until you find the point of perfect balance. Breathe in, grab all your tension. Breathe out, release any mental or physical uneasiness. Gradually sit up tall, gently straighten your spine without losing focus on the energy in your lower abdomen. You may start to feel your lower back growing stronger and your chest and heart opening. Open your eyes softly and look straight ahead with a level gaze. Without moving your head or eyes, let your eyelids relax and drift downward to their most comfortable place. Tuck your chin in slightly and let your shoulders melt away from your ears. Enjoy the sensation of your arms and hands relaxing. Bring your awareness to your tongue. Place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth. When your tongue is relaxed on your palate, pure and clear saliva may gather in the mouth. This is a delightful sign of cool energy ascending. Smile at your calm and clear spirit. Invite your awareness to return to your lower abdomen, your Qi energy field. This is called the Danjan and is located about 2 inches below your navel. Your Danjan is the power center for your breathing. Scan your entire body to see if there is any tension, especially in your face and head, neck, and shoulders. If your face or body begins to itch, simply note the itching and let it pass. If your legs ache unbearably, you may change position very slowly and quietly so that you maintain a calm stillness. When thoughts arise in your mind, do not be disturbed by them. Do not react to your thoughts or pursue them. Recognize that they are just thoughts. They will disappear by themselves. Continue to bring your awareness back to your Danjan abiding breath. We are grateful to sit quietly together, finding the still point within. May we be here now, deeply aware of our ever calm, ever alert spirit.
Prayer chant. 천지연기하신 조 만사요에 하신 도 전지요하동일체 아요 천지동심조 The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. Prayer for world peace. Grace of heaven and earth, grace of parents, grace of fellow beings, grace of laws. O Dharmakaya fourfold grace, may we take refuge in Dharma and be filled with compassion and wisdom. May we transform delusion into wisdom, greed into generosity, resentment into gratitude, discord into harmony, and hatred into compassion. May all nations grow and benefit mutually. May the strong help the weak, and may the weak learn and evolve according to Dharma. May all those who have died from world conflicts and disasters be delivered through all obstacles and be at rest. May there be peace throughout the world, and may all beings enjoy tranquility and happiness, living in their original true nature. This we pray with our whole hearts.
Page 9, Ilwan Sanggao. Ilwan Sanggao.
Ilwan is the realm of samadhi, beyond words and speech, the gateway of birth and death, transcending being and non-being, the origin of heaven and earth, parents, fellow beings and laws, the true nature of all Buddhas, enlightened masters, unenlightened people, and sentient beings. Ilwan manifests as both permanence and impermanence, viewed as permanence. Ilwan unfolds into an infinite world that is ever abiding, spontaneous, just as it is viewed as impermanence. Ilwan unfolds into infinite worlds through the cycle of formation, duration, decay, and extinction of the universe, and the birth, aging, illness, and death of all beings, according to how we use our minds and bodies. In the four forms of birth we transform through the 6 realms of existence, progressing or regressing with grace, arising from harm or harm from grace. Therefore we unawakened beings vow to practice wholeheartedly, modeling ourselves after Ilwan Sangha, Dharmakaya Buddha, by cultivating our minds and bodies deeply, knowing human affairs and universal principles thoroughly, and using skillfully, thus progressing rather than regressing, and receiving grace rather than harm, until we attain the great empowerment of Ilwan and become one with the nature of Ilwan.
So we have a friend from Utah. He's clearing all the background noise once we record the talk. It takes sometimes a few hours. So make sure to turn off the fan. So much detail.
This morning, our longtime Dharma friend from Asheville, North Carolina, Paula Sims, wontempleNC, is going to share her Dharma Talk, Bowing to Wild Turkeys. Let us focus our minds in deep listening as we welcome Paula.
Good morning. It's really nice to be here today in the temple. It's been a year since I've been here, and it feels wonderful. Today is November the 6th, and there are only 55 days left in the year. In January, I set 3 goals, and they had nothing to do with eating less or exercising more, so I was really excited about my goals. My 3 goals were to continue to declutter, to read a book called A Year to Live by Stephen Levine, and to plant a garden. And today I'd like to share what I've noticed from reading the book, A Year to Live, and how it's influencing my practice. So I've gained some self-awareness that's allowed me to be more at peace and to help me realize I have much more work to do. In summary, I'm becoming aware of my resistances and the power of gratitude. It's been a really meaningful book to read, A Year to Live, with 2 dear ones, Laura and Margie. And the plan was for us to read the book together, to follow the monthly suggested practices, and to meet regularly via FaceTime to reflect on our self-discoveries while witnessing each other's practice. The book is short, it's 168 pages, and it's impactful. The author, Stephen Levine, is an American poet, author, and Buddhist meditation teacher, and best known for his work on death and dying. Prior to his death in 2016, he accompanied many terminal patients through the dying process, and in the book he shares what he observed. He witnessed how unprepared people were and how they had many unresolved regrets. The book is an offering, a bit of a year-long experiment to observe, reflect, plan, and prepare for one's death before the body becomes too ill and weak to clearly process. The idea is to awaken us to our eventual death as a way to live our life more fully and with more awareness. I don't have a terminal illness, and I can't really imagine what that feels like, but I'm doing this as a 1-year experiment, as a theoretical exercise, and after 10 months, what have I learned? Too much to share in this one Dharma talk, so I chose 2 practices from the book that I initially experienced some resistance to, and then eventually gratitude. One of the first assignments was to recite the 5 remembrances daily. The 5 remembrances are, I am of the nature to grow old. There is no way to escape growing old. The second is, I am of the nature to have ill health. There is no way to escape having ill health. I am of the nature to die. There is no way to escape death. All those that are dear to me and everyone I love is of the nature to change, and there's no way to escape being separated from them. My actions are my true belongings, and there's no way to escape the consequences of my actions. They are the ground in which I stand. The first few times I recited these, there was a voice in my head that started to analyze and judge these phrases. I was noting a lot of resistance. My inside critic says, well, not everybody grows old. Some people die young. Not everyone has ill health. Some people die suddenly or live until the day they die healthy. I agree that all of us are of the nature to change, but will I be separated from those I love? I believe in oneness and interconnectedness. I don't know how to reconcile this statement. Over time, repeating these phrases, I started to soften up. I am of the nature to grow old. Instead of resisting it, I began to think, I'm growing older right now. I'm grateful to be alive. And yes, I am of the nature to grow old. I am of the nature to have ill health is a really hard one for me, and probably all of us. I noticed that I was reciting it, but I really wasn't internalizing it. But day after day, I found I was at more ease with the words. When I woke up on Saturday morning in June with my right eye swollen shut after an insight bike on my temple near my eye, saying I am of the nature to have ill health was actually helpful. I was less afraid and more willing to surrender. I was disappointed because I had planned to play golf that day in my first tournament, but decided I don't play golf well with two eyes, and I think golfing with one eye is not a wise idea. I had been working on gaining self-confidence to actually play in the tournament, so again, I was disappointed, but I was able to surrender that day saying I am of the nature to have ill health, and it was actually helpful as I rested with ice on my eye and gave it time to heal. According to the scriptures of Won Buddhism, page 10, an agenda for gratitude to heaven and earth, number 6, quote, modeling ourselves wholeheartedly on the eternal and imperishable way of heaven and earth, we should gain liberation from changes occurring in all things, from birth, old age, sickness, and death of human life. Two things came to my attention about this passage. Modeling ourselves wholeheartedly are 3 important words. When I reflect on the last 10 months, there were some days I would ask myself, am I really doing a year to live, or am I saying I'm doing a year to live? Meaning some days I'm more mindful in my practice than others, and it was a good reminder to me to focus on consistency and being fully present. And in the passage, it says we should gain liberation. So I looked up the definition of liberation, and it said it's the act of setting someone free, to release, freedom from limits on thoughts or behaviors. I am far from liberation, and yet watching a family of wild turkeys in our yard this year allowed me to become more self-aware of my emotions and thoughts. Have you ever observed baby wild turkeys growing up? The first family was a mother and 7 small little furry balls walking around behind her, wandering in between her legs, eating grass and weeds. A few days later, there were only 5 babies. And I immediately thought the red-shouldered hawks that live nearby got them. And I cringed, and I had a little pain in my heart. And then a few days later, there were only 3 babies. And I'm looking and looking for the other 2. Are they up ahead? Are they in the tall grass? Maybe I can't just see them. And I'm noticing, and I'm grasping, and there's a lot of resistance, and I'm bracing myself. And then eventually, I accept there are less turkeys, only 3 babies left. Over time, only 1 offspring lived and grew up to be an adolescent turkey. And then another family came through and stayed several weeks. This family started with 11 babies. And I was more conditioned each day that I may see fewer. And I started to question, am I just protecting my heart? And what does gaining liberation really look and feel like? When I reflect back on my mother and brother dying, and I wondered, was I able to accept their death more easily because of old age and illness, the natural progression of life? And I began to wonder if my resistance was because they were baby turkeys who were innocent, not having illness and old age. When we hear of a school shooting involving children, it always seems so tragic. And thinking of the children in Ukraine is the hardest part of the war for me. And I wonder, how does one stay compassionate while gaining liberation? I developed more questions than answers, but the awareness I gained from watching my thoughts and emotions to disappearing baby turkeys was insightful. The Dharma passage is about gaining liberation from changes occurring from birth, old age, and sickness of human life, not animal life. And even so, I am bowing to the wild turkeys as my teachers. Another practice that I appreciated as part of A Year to Live was doing a comprehensive life review with a focus on forgiveness and gratitude. Last year, as part of the temple's year-end letting go service, I prepared a thorough list of things I wanted to let go of and burn on New Year's Eve 2021. And I put 10 pieces of paper in our outdoor fire pit and said a prayer and let these past events go to forgive myself. So in my mind, I had already done a life review, and I didn't really need to do this again. I was noticing resistance and remembering the passage, modeling ourselves wholeheartedly, and also number 7 in the essential dharmas of daily practice. Let us turn reluctance to learn into willingness to learn well. I eventually came around and did the life review in the way that he recommended, and I noticed a pattern of my regrets. And they were related to my harsh words during emotional times. I'm a relatively calm person, and I like to think I choose my words carefully, but this life review pointed out that I need to gather myself and speak from a calm and clear mind when my emotions are running high. I've been more mindful of right speech this year, not wanting to accumulate things in the need to let them go and forgive myself down the road. Levine encouraged us to spend time considering all people who have helped and supported you as part of the life review. Wow, was this a powerful process. There were people I had not thought of in years, and really, if ever. Remembering their kindness and all the support that I received over my lifetime felt like an enormous warm fuzzy. It reminded me of the power of gratitude, in deeply feeling gratitude and not just thinking of it. In addition to the 5 remembrances and life review, I wanted to touch on one important reminder that Levine shared, and that's the importance of developing a regular meditation practice, which we all know is true. Levine points out many benefits of meditation, but he often focuses on the practical benefit of being able to access a sense of peace when one is in pain or declining or even close to death. This reminder made me feel incredibly grateful for this temple, the Reverends, and the community. Here, I have gradually learned about meditation, posture, breathing, sitting quietly every day with the goal of cultivating a calm and clear mind. At a recent online meditation retreat with Reverend Gong, I was reminded of the power of the 2-minute meditation. She calls it the power meditation, and it truly has a way of switching my energy and refocusing my mind. I also learned a new technique of imagining that my donjon is a burning fire, and when a thought arises, to imagine my breath depositing that thought into the fire and returning to my breath. This is a wonderful new technique for my practice. Previously, I would watch my thoughts like passing clouds, but I would often find myself playing with those thoughts. And now, when the thought goes into the fire, it's not as easy to play with. I began by saying that I've gained some self-awareness that's allowed me to be more at peace and to help me realize I have much more work to do. I've become more aware of my resistances and the power of gratitude. And it's funny how these lessons can come from wild turkeys, a book, an author, and this temple community. And I'm bowing to all of my teachers. Thank you.
Thank you, Paula, for reminding us that preparing ourselves for the time when we transition from this life is a wonderful way to fully embrace the life we're living. Thank you so much. Friends at home, Thank you for your practice and deep listening. You are welcome to share your takeaways in the live chat or join a few moments of quiet reflection. Friends here in the Dharma Hall, this is a time to pair up and share your thoughts about Paula's talk this morning.
Delightfully so.
Yeah.
I started last Yeah, I guess so.
Thank you for joining us today. We have one Buddhism introductory class coming up this Saturday, which we have once every other month. So if you're interested, please sign up on our website. And another news, this Tuesday I am heading to Korea for 5 weeks. While I'm there, I'll be doing my regular health checkups and visiting my family. During this time, please offer your kind support and help to Reverend Gong and Reverend Sean. And this temple is run solely based on your donations. There is a donation jar outside, and you can also become our sustainer by signing up for monthly, monthly bill pay. and that your donation means a lot to many people. That's actually what makes this opportunity to practice possible. So thank you all. Anything else? Now let us bow to each other and make a mindful transition into our rest of our day. Friends at home and in the Dharma hall, let us bow and wave, looking at the camera over there, near and far. We look forward to practicing with you again next week. Thank you. 감사합니다. Waving.